Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and recently I've been messing around with one of my favorite new cards from the Mega Evolution expansion here, which is Cinderace. And when I say one of my favorites, it's like definitely my favorite. This card is super cool, and it's decent. It's kind of weird though. It has a lot of things going on with it. It's a fire type, but it does attack for one color, doing 50, and you search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards of any types, and you attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like, then you shuffle your deck. Additionally, it has free retreat here, which is pretty nice. It's not like actually no, it is very useful here. On top of that, we have 160 HP, but you are stage 2, right? So that's kind of awkward, except you have this really unique ability, Explosiveness, saying if this Pokemon is in your hand when you're setting up to play, you put it face down in the active spot. This means you can play it like a basic, though it's not a basic, but it's kind of similar, right? And in this deck, I don't play the previous evolutions. I've seen people play this card some, and I haven't seen them play the previous evolutions. But regardless, Cinderace here, really, really cool here, but somewhat or not situational. Like you can't always play it, right? If you don't start it, you can't play it. And so you need some other way to do some similar things, where I play TM Turbo Energize to do similar things, which is a technical machine. You attach it to one of your Pokemon, same attack cost. You search for 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. It's weaker. You don't do the damage. It falls off after one turn. It's on a presumably lower HP Pokemon here. Not guaranteed, but probably. It's 2 cards. It's like a little more clunky, but it's still decent here. And on top of that, Cinderace is a cool Pokemon that allows you can choose to start it, and that's also true with Snorlax Doll. When I say you can choose to start it, it says, with Snorlax Doll, same thing pretty much. You can put it in the active or on the bench. This one can go on your bench, Cinderace can't. When you're setting up to play, this one will become a 120 HP basic colorless Pokemon, and at any time you can discard it from play, so it's kind of a pivot. You do lose it from play, which is like bad, I guess, but it is a pivot. And then if it can't be affected by special conditions, but also your opponent can't take any prize cards for knock it out, which is pretty cool here. And then it doesn't have any attacks and like stats outside of the HP here, and I guess the type. And the stage, but it's a card here that you can attack with using TM Turbo Energize as well. I've recently added Snorlax Doll to the deck because, as I said, you can choose to start it. You can also choose not to start it, so it gives you some control over your mulligans. The list is very much a work in progress, but I think there is legitimately something here. And then on top of that, having these Pokemon you can choose to start or not choose to start allows you to have better access to starting your other item cards. So when I say starting, not actually starting because you can't start them, but have them in your opening hand here, which is Anti-Cover Fossil. This is another item that goes into play as a Pokemon. The fossils do give up a prize when knocked out. Some people don't know that. Some people that like don't know, they're kind of weird, right? But they do give a prize here. They have 60 HP. This one is immune to effects of attacks, so your opponent's got Dragon Pull, and then like they're trying to snipe it, they cannot do, and so that's cool for some protection. But mostly this here is a previous evolution to the Tirtouga. Tirtouga, in my opinion, is a really good card here, or theoretically really good card with the attack Ancient Seaweed, which is 30 damage for each item in your opponent's discard pile, which I keep thinking is 20 because there's an older Garbodor which did 20 times, which was good. However, you could search out the basic. You can't really search out Antique Cover Fossil. You can find it with Arven, and that's it. You can't search that with anything else in this deck, like Nest Ball. You can't use Buddy Buddy Poff, and you can't use Ultra Ball. And you can search your basic Pokemon with Arven anyways by just getting a Nest Ball. So it's really difficult to get into your hand. That's why I have it paired with these Pokemon you can choose to start. And from there, I needed some basic Pokemon. Originally, I had like Fighting Ogerpon, and I had Maractus. I've just like swapped through a bunch of different Pokemon that are like, I don't know, they just do different things here. I want them to be kind of defensive, and I settled on a really interesting trio here, which honestly is partially here because it's thematic. But it is the Loyal 3 with Okidogi. This is the first Pokemon I was looking at here because you can get a bunch of energy on it. So for 2 fighting, you do 70. If you have a Darkness on, you do 100 more, and you also have 100 more HP. So you're very powerful in terms of stats there. So for fighting Darkness, you can be doing all that. Normally, you have a fighting plus a special energy. We play a bunch of Luminous, and we play Legacy Energy here. To allow us to have these versatile energies. Legacy is mostly here as a rainbow energy, but it is useful because you give up 1 less prize. Also, I found that there wasn't an A-spec I was really looking for. Comment down below if you think there is a better A-spec for the deck. I've been considering Prime Catcher, but that didn't seem amazing. Regardless, then I have Okidogi, which can attack for 3 energies or 2 energies, but it's fine to attack with 3 with Cinderace. Then you have Munkidori here. all three of the loyal three have their abilities triggered if they have a Darkness Pokemon. I'm sure if you play the Pokemon DCG, you're familiar with Munkidori. If you're not, this card is really, really cool here. It has the ability here, Adrenabrain, which says if it has a darkness attached to it, then you can move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon to heal. In this deck, it's okay. It's honestly not super useful. We have a bunch of defensive Pokemon. We got Okidogi. Fezandipiti is also defensive, but it's probably getting one-shotted. And Okidogi is probably also getting one-shotted, let's be honest, but maybe not. And then Munkidori can also be like kind of defensive, I guess, by confusing your opponent with its attack, which is shockingly useful. For a Psychic Heartless, it does 60, and your opponent's active is now confused, which is a really, really nice attack here, situationally. Then we have Fezandipiti here with Adrenopheromone, which, if it has a darkness attached, keep in mind this is a darkness, not a basic darkness, so you can have these special energies here. And if it's damaged by an attack, your opponent flips a coin, or no, sorry, you flip a coin. If heads, you prevent that damage, so half the time it's immune, which is really cool. I generally don't love these flippy, swingy Pokemon, but I felt like it kind of fit within the deck here. Then for one Psychic, you do 30 free energy attached to this Pokemon. Then on top of that, you can also get a bunch of energy. You could have just one energy, which is a Luminous or whatever, and then you're going to be both attacking and also doing damage, or being potentially immune to damage. So you can do that for one energy, but you want more energy. So if you slap on a Psychic and a Darkness, you're still getting value out of that Darkness for your attack and your ability. Then on top of that, we do play Carracosta. This deck has like so many weird cards I'm just not used to talking about. But Carracosta here, it's immune to, when I say immune, it's immune to damage and effects from attacks, which is nice. Again, it's like Dragapult. And then by Pokemon that have special energy attached to them, which is some like Dragapult. Mostly it's Dragapult, but and Dragapult doesn't always have that on it either, I will say, but it definitely sometimes does. And then it does for one Water, 2 colors, 150, stops retreating. Honestly, the attack's pretty underwhelming. I've considered putting Relicanth in. The reason I have a low basic count here is because it has less basics and more fake basics, as in like Cinderace and Snorlax Doll. These allow you to go ahead and control your mulligans better to better get your fossils into play. The Relicanth is definitely an interesting inclusion, but overall the deck's like super fun. It's super wacky here. I don't know if it's good, but I think it's better than you'd expect. Obviously spent a bunch of time on the intro there because yeah, there's a lot of things to dive into with this deck, but let's hop into a game, see how it goes. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I kind of know what I'm doing with this deck. It's really wacky, as I said. It's a lot less straightforward than the Tatsugiri Cinderace deck, which I played. If you didn't check out, I imagine you have. I think that video did pretty well on my channel. But that used Cinderace in a way just to control mulligans. And it was shockingly straightforward. I guess it was really bad, so you kind of have to like figure out ways around your initial plan when it inevitably didn't work. But this deck, it's like super wacky. We're going first, which I guess is bad, but let's see what we start. We start this hand. Okay, this is like completely fine. Or it's like all right. No Cinderace here. Wait, they're choosing to go second. I don't know. Hopefully it's fine. Then we can go ahead. Okay, you see a UEX. I don't know what we're up against here. I could Nest Ball. I don't hate that. I could Luminous as well. I like Luminous here. I almost want to Fezandipiti. And next turn, I think I'm going to TM Turbo. Oh, I can't TM Turbo Energize and get Air Balloon. I don't know. I'm just going to attach to the Luminous and kind of figure things out from there, I think. Yeah, sure. We don't have energy search off of Arven. Well, no, we do. I guess we have TM Turbo Energize, but that's different. So we don't actually have ways to get an energy on the Okidogi. I've been considering, I was honestly considering Fighting On, which would be super useful here. Also, is this like Gardevoir? I'm thinking it's Gardevoir, but that's just like a guess. But then also, so you have I could play Fighting On or Earthen Vessel, but I play like a lot of energies. Like I certainly have energies in my hand. Oh, maybe it's Raging Ball. Okay. Also, we could lose here. Hopefully, we don't lose. Wait, no, Raging Ball doesn't play Arven, right? It's Joltik. Yeah, I always forget this deck exists. Okay, this should be interesting here. Tirtouga is definitely going to be interesting, I think. I'm not sure that I want to get off the Arven as an item, so maybe I will go for that Tirtouga. Our hand is like super sketchy. We don't really have any draw in it. The deck plays 12 supporters. We have Arven, so that's going to be like kind of getting us what we need. Also, they only get one Pokemon Alpha Miraidon, which kind of surprises me. They have another Nest Ball. Don't know what they're going to get here. Okay, Lillie's Clefairy. Oh, are they knocking me out this turn? No. Okay, so they're setting up the Lillie's Clefairy, though. That allows them to hit weakness on us and one-shot us. Probably they need... How many Pokemon in play they need to be hitting? 120, which is 5, which if they have a full bench they get. So they do have the knockout guaranteed here. They stack a bunch on Mew. Okay, that's like fine, I guess. I want to try to get some Pokemon that'll be good against me. We see another Nest Ball. Not really what I need, because, I mean, I guess that's all my basics. But let's check what's prized here. Okay, we prized Munkidori, which is what it is. I'll get TM Turbo Energize and... Oh yeah, Antique Cover Fossil and Snorlax Doll are at the end of the search list for some reason. But I could get those. They have, what, like 2 items in the discard? Yeah, that's not a lot. We don't even have the knockout here either, which is bad. I could go, certainly not Nest Ball. I imagine I'll get Anti-Cover Fossil. It seems fine here. And I don't want them one-shotting my Mew EX with Tirtouga. I don't know if they're going to do that, honestly. I could TM Turbo Energize, set up Fez here. I kind of like that. Fezandipiti is definitely a pretty nice option. Then I can get, let's see. Also, I should not play the Nest Ball because I don't want to get Tirtouga. I will get Tirtouga probably, but we're only down 1 item. I'll play this. We're like playing it, but it's in the disc. Tirtouga is based on damage in... Sorry, damage is based on energy in the discard, so hopefully we're fine here. I don't remember which energies were in the deck, and not... I'll go ahead and obviously attach this here. I guess I'll Darkness here, and then I can get Water... oh, no, I'll Water here, and then I'll get Darkness, or sorry, Darkness, Fighting, I think, off of it, if I can. Or Darkness, like, oh, sorry, 2, yeah, I get 2 energies, what am I thinking? I was thinking this was Cinderace, yeah, I'll get Psychic Darkness there, that's fine. And then we're in, like, a decent position here, I guess. I don't really know what's going on in this deck, I'm going to be completely honest, but they're going to have to use a bunch of resources here. Unfortunately, we are losing the Okidogi. We do have ways to get it back, but it's a little awkward to get powered up after. Also, I want to see how many items they're going to play. Obviously, the more, the worse for them, which is really interesting. Tirtouga is just a really cool card. I think it's super underrated. I don't think it's crazy by any means, but I think it's very decent. They're going to Nest Ball for something. I'm not entirely sure. Is it going to be a Genesect? Okay, that's like kind of annoying, I guess, because I can't play one of my energies, but... And it's also Legacy Energy, so we can't give up 1 less prize there. It is what it is. I mean, I'm like more or less fine with that, I guess. They need Pokemon, but they're thinning an item to do that, so I don't really have an issue with that. For me, I guess. We'll see. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to like draw into a hand of only Legacy Energy for energies, and then not be able to like attack, and then like lose or something like that. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We see a Pikachu EX, which could be annoying. I don't know. I feel like it's a kind of mediocre attacking option for them. Let's see, how many items? That's 5, right? Or no, that's 4. Okay, so let's see how many they go for here. They're getting, what, Psychic and... Wow, they got that. That's awesome. Okay, 2 Psychics. Live, why don't you work? Oh, this is also why, like, it's annoying when... Sometimes when people play a lot of different, like, arts, the game, like, freaks out or something. So you can see that in my deck too. My ace spec is layered on top of my Fezandipiti. Live has been like super wacky lately with some of the layering stuff. But anyways, let's see. Tirtouga. I could go for Tirtouga here. I don't hate it. Wait, how much are they knocking it out with Lilies? Oh yeah, they are as well. Okay, so I'll go for Fez is swinging for 90 if I attach. Versus Tirtouga is swinging for 120. I think I'll go for Fez because it's more oh, we tapped it to go. That's cool. Because it's like, you know, like potentially immune to damage. Let's see. I'll play the Tirtouga certainly, and I could Arven for another one. I don't know. That seems kind of sketchy, but I don't hate it. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing in case you can't tell. I might even just hold off on the Arven. I'll probably just attach Swing. I can wing my second Darkness Energy. I also don't love that. We only play 2. Darkness Energies are the way that we use all of our abilities, so it's kind of sketchy here. But we have Knockout on Lily's next turn. We they don't necessarily have that much that they got going on either, which is pretty cool for us. We see Galvantula. How much does that do? That does a bunch to us. Okay, they're gonna Crispin as well. How many entries do they even like have left in the deck? The one issue, I don't know. I'm like, if you know me, you know I'm not a huge fan of the deck they're playing because I don't think it's super strong. I've like certainly grown on it some, but I don't think it's amazing. I actually like it a lot more with the Goldengo. Also, I don't know exactly what the meta looks like. I did a video actually yesterday covering the meta, but like it's been changing and stuff. Anyways, they're going to retreat into that Galvantula here, and let's see what gets flipped here. We flip heads. Let's go. We are amazing now. Actually don't have knockout here either. Well, we do. We have it with Tirtouga, but we don't have it. Wait, no, we don't have it with Tirtouga. Wait, we do have it with Tirtouga. What am I saying? I thought it was 20 again. I keep forgetting what this card does. I think I retreat and then we're down. Wait, we're down one item. I thought we were down two. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna Arven here for counter catcher and Air Balloon. Catch Air Balloon, counter catcher the Lilies and knock it out maybe. And they got how many? Got 4, so we're swinging for 120. And that seems fine. We could even just knock out the Galvantula, but I'm thinking Galvantula is doing, oh, it's doing 130, which does knock us out here. If they send up Lilies, it probably dies too. I'll grab, I don't even have another item I need. I could even go for Night Stretcher though. That's not horrible. Or I could go for the Fossil again. I'm gonna go for the Fossil actually, because I have the Tirtouga in hand, so that's kind of fun. I'll Air Balloon so I can retain an energy on Fez, which does mean I actually don't have any darkness in the discard, which could be bad, but I think it's fine. And then I'll just go ahead and swing here for the knockout. Now we're even. Now we can't even use counter catcher. I was kind of thinking like, oh, counter catcher could be useful in the future, but what if they don't even get the knockout? Then I can't even use the card that I got off of Arven, which like feels bad. Okay, we got a Luminous. That's pretty good. Luminous Energy is really nice in the deck. I was considering playing Prism. Luminous works on Tirtouga though, which is good. And they have another. Yeah, they obviously have another Psychic because it's in their hand. And they're just gonna swing for knockout. Oh, 140. Yeah, I have bench Pokemon too. That's how this card works. Then I'll swing with, let's see, we have another item in the discard. I could just swing with Tirtouga here. I cannot Night Stretcher. If I Night Stretcher, I will get knocked out by the Mew. I can't see their board. Oh, I send up Fez. What am I doing? It has free retreat. Then we draw TM Turbo Energize, which is okay. I'll hold it, I guess, because I might want in the future. Yeah, I've done 3 energies, so I'll Tirtouga Luminous, and then just swing here and grab the knockout. I don't know how much I'm doing. I'm still doing 120. That's fine. So we'll just go retreat here. Get the knockout, which feels really nice here. We're up 1 prize, which is good. This deck is just working like so decently. It's not absurd, but it's like it's shockingly well-rounded for how jank it is. Also, we drew Cinderace. Yippee, we can't play it. But we got Munkidori. We can play that one. That's pretty fun. We can't use its ability at the moment. And again, we have both Darknesses on Fez, and we can't even retreat it to get the energies off because they played the Air Balloon. We are doing more damage. Also, they sent up Genesect. Wait, why didn't they send up Mew? Surely they should have sent up Mew. See, Iron Leaves. Oh, okay. Duck grabs the knockout. I cannot attack next turn, and it does commit energies to it. So I'm not like too worried about this play by my opponent. I think it should be okay for me. They send up 2. What? I'm missing something here. Oh, the game glitched. Okay, they sent up 2, right? Yeah, no, one of the entries isn't showing up right. Okay, whatever. Live is being wacky as it does. Probably play the Munkidori down. Just like start throwing cards down, right? Surely that's got to be the play. If they like Mew, they're not going to Mew X Tirtouga now, I don't think. So, and if they do, it is what it is. We're already down 4 items, so it's fine. 4 items. That's 3 items. I'll thin. It's fine. It's fine. I'll Munkidori here. I think Team Turbo Energize is better to thin. I'll Nest Ball to thin because all our basics are in play or in the discard. I could grab Okidogi, which I don't hate. I'm going to actually do that one now. That seems like all right. We could use Night Stretcher later, but I think it's fine here. And then we'll Iono. We draw 3 cards, which isn't that many. Mostly we're here to disrupt our opponent, but their hand was also kind of bad, so I don't know if I even love that play, but whatever. I'll go ahead, play the Fossil here, and just swing. We're not even like doing that much, which is annoying. We're not even two-shotting them. Like at all. We're not two-shotting them because if we attach again, we're still not because we are swinging 120, which is still 10 short. They got Pokegear. That's not great for us. I don't know. I mean, they'll probably get they got Crispin here, meaning they'll do something. I don't know. I was gonna say that they might swing in with Mew. Mew doesn't even get the knockout. Okay, they got Latias. That's good for them. They got Power Glass as well. Power Glass is like fine. They're gonna Crispin. Put the energy on. Okay, yeah, they got a bunch in the disc. How many do they even have in deck? They do have two. Okay. They do put it on Mew. Looks like they're gonna swing with it, which I'm like more or less fine with. I guess Okidogi is now like bad. Wait, no, it's fine. Okidogi is like all right because they got Lilies in the discard. If they get that into play, then it's a bit worse. But it's pretty good here. It's pretty good. And then we flip tails, which is unfortunate, but they still don't get the knockout, so it's like not the end of the world or anything like that. We do have a Night Stretcher to get another energy, which I don't think I'll do. We got Lilies though, that's cool. What do we have in this card? Water. Maybe I'll go for water on the fossil. Or could even evolve the fossil. I'll evolve the fossil. I think that's all right. Don't know if I love this play, as I've been saying repeatedly throughout this video, but I think it's okay. We could also try to just something. That seems kind of bad. Oh, they're also going to attack with maybe Leaves next turn. I think that's all right, though. I'll just Lilies here. We'll draw 6 new cards. Okay, we see a water. That's, like, fine. Which will obviously go in the Tirtouga, and then we'll go ahead and swing in here. How much are we doing with the Tirtouga, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're actually so close to knocking out Mew. But we're not quite there. But we are going to be knocking out the Leaves, so that's fun. I wonder if they do have Gust in their hand, but it should be okay regardless. Yeah, I want to make sure I can count. Despite the fact that, wait, let me see. That Air Balloon says it's an item. It is not an item. Reading the card does not explain the card here. So don't worry about that. It is a tool. And yeah, it was printed older. They like eroded it. Don't worry about it. But they got Ultra Ball here for Fez, maybe. Yep, Fez, which they can't play right now. They can play next turn. They are going to Arven as well. Okay, I wonder what they're going to grab here. I feel like I should know, but I'm not quite familiar enough with what they have. Okay, Prime Catcher. That's annoying. They're knocking out the Tirtouga here. So we're going to swing in with Fez again. Our hand's just kind of bad. That's the issue here. It's not horrendously bad. They attach Future Booster and Castle W. That's kind of funny. I feel like you should attach it to Iron Leaves. Like, it actually does something on Iron Leaves. It doesn't do much on Iron Leaves, so I don't know if their play they made was, like, actually wrong, and if there's another tool they'd want here, but I do feel like it's better there. But anyways, we'll send up Fez, obviously. We got the 3 out, the loyal 3, and we draw Lilies. Oh, let's go. That's actually really good. I think I'll thin the Nest Balls. I could thin 1 Ultra Ball here. I actually don't hate that. Yeah, my deck's like kind of sketchy, so I'll keep 1 Ultra Ball. I'll get nothing off of this just to not show it to my opponent. I could actually Ultra Ball away another Cinderace. I have 1 Ultra Ball left. I'll just stick with this, I guess. Then the Nest Ball and Lily's here. To draw 6 new cards. Lily's is like super solid here. Okay, we get a Psychic, we get Rod, we get Counter Catch. We just have a bunch of cards here. I think I take the Knockout. Because they can definitely knock us out next turn if they're able to get there. This does allow them to use Fez, but I think that's fine. And I'll Psychic Munkidori, I guess. It's not like amazing or anything, but it's something. So I guess I'll take it. We could go for Confusion. Confusion's like pretty terrible because we don't. Oh yeah, and we have Counter Catch on the line, which we won't have again. But we'll just go ahead, take the knockout. We're really close here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull this one out, but this is going super decently. I think they had a bad setup. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't great. But it was okay. I mean, they had like Miraidon, the turn one Joltik, things like that. So it definitely could have been worse for them. Their hand wasn't amazing, but they got Boss here. They end up Boss Munkidori, maybe? Yeah, I would not go for Boss on Munkidori there. Because also they made sequence. They should have Fezzed first, but that's fine for us. Bossing Munkidori, like Munkidori is traditionally a really good card, but here it's kind of meh. Anyways, we have Fez. We cannot knock him out right now. We also don't have Iono. Iono would obviously be really good here. They very well may just have bossing hand for game. They don't have that many cards left. We can what are we doing? I'm not sure. I think we probably Lilies. We like thin, and then we Lilies. We wanna get a Darkness on here. That would be like really useful. I'll Ultra Ball away. Certainly Snorlax Doll, and probably a Tirtouga as well. That's fine. We'll grab nothing because it doesn't matter. And yeah, I'll just kind of send it with Lily's hope we get there. I don't even know if this like gets us there or if like I don't know. I don't really know what matters here. We got Legacy Energy, which we can't play. Yeah, that's right. So we missed it. Very sad. I will not play the fossil. Or do I play the fossil? I'm not sure. I don't know if it matters. I mean, if they have boss, they have. Wait, no, they don't have a game if they have boss. Because they can't. What was I gonna say? They can't attack this turn. I mean, they might be able to if they have like a switch, but they can't do it right now. So also if they have a boss though, they do like kind of trap us. Legacy Energy now, the only energy in our hand. Very sad that we can't play it here. Let's see, they're gonna retreat into Pikachu. Oh yeah, I guess it's like tanky and stuff. They attach the Ultra Ball. We do a boss in hand, hand for game. So sorry, I am yet again /still / constantly a little, not really under the weather, but my voice is not 100%. So sorry about if you hear me like clearing my throat. But they're gonna poke here. They thinned. They got Arven. What? No shot. They missed boss. They have wait, the list runs 4 boss, right? It's 9 cards in deck. Wait, the selecting cards in the discard. Did they pass? Let's go. We got boss for game. Can't believe it. We won to this deck. This deck's like it's supposed to be kind of silly, but it's actually good. As I said, this deck is legitimately decent. It's not absurd because there's like some things that need to be changed with it. Fez is good. It's like inconsistent because it coin flips, but it's pretty good. Okidogi is a threat, like a legitimately strong Pokemon. Munkidori had some options here. I mean, my opponent didn't go for it, maybe because they were scared of the coin flip, which I get. But yeah, let's hop into one more. See how this next one goes here. Because that game was super fun. Honestly, probably the most fun I've had going up against Joltik Vox. Not that I like don't enjoy it. I think I've like had it's fine enough to go against, but that was really interesting. This deck is just super cool here. And the list is in the description as well. I definitely recommend trying it out. I haven't played that many games. I think this might have been my second game with it because, as I said, I've been like tweaking it a lot, making like pretty drastic changes. When I say tweaking, I mean I like changed out all the basics. So it is like different than other lists I play that are still Cinderace to Tirtouga boxes. But let's see what my opponent is doing. They are thinking about the coin flip. Okay, let's see. Did we win it? We did. Let's go second. Let's start Cinderace. Let's like actually play the Pokemon. That's like the big fun Pokemon in the deck. We start nothing. Okay. We don't find anything, so that's fine. We might take a bunch of mulligans. That could also be bad. You could like taking mulligans can be really bad because it gives your opponent more cards, but it's not always that bad, you know. So yeah, it should be fine. I mean, it can turn an opponent's bad hand into a good hand and bail them out, but that's pretty rare. Usually, it turns a good hand into a little bit better hand, or a bad hand is often still bad. The times when it can be bad is when if you're playing like a very specific deck that needs to counter certain, or like needs to have your opponent not have certain resources, then mulliganing, especially a lot, will give them those resources. Like say if you want to have them avoid boss, but we got double mulligans here. We start. Oh, we didn't hit it. Very sad. Also, my card's still glitched. Also, very sad. But that's fine. We can swing here with our Legacy Energy, probably, or Luminous. I don't know. We also have a Psychic, but I'm definitely going to attach one of those special energies here. We do want the Psychic on at some point, but yeah, we'll see what we'll go for as well. I could actually Arven for what is it? The tool TM Turbo Energize. There we go. Also, what is my opponent doing? Take the cars. You definitely want the cars. Maybe they're just looking at my deck, being confused. But yeah, and then also, what was I gonna say? And then a Nest Ball, right? I guess it depends what's in the deck. I don't really want to go for Munkidori. That's like kind of bad. Also, we don't have the Tirtouga pieces at all. Well, I guess we have the energy, but we don't have the Tirtouga or the fossil. So we can't Arven for that. I mean, we could, but it's not guaranteed to get us there. Also, we don't have any supporters beyond the first Arven. Also, my opponent is super slow. I usually try not to complain about my opponent being slow, but what is this? The game hasn't even started yet, and it's not like they're making decisions. Maybe they are. Maybe they're playing some like crazy Cinderace Snorlax Doll deck just like me. Anyways, we see Dunsparce. I'm hoping this is what I think it is. Actually, no, I guess it's. I'm not hoping. Oh, it's not. Okay, I thought it was. Wait, what? It's Charizard. Okay. Thought it was gonna be Alakazam, but Alakazam actually hits through Fezandipiti. Because it does damage counters and not damage. Normally, placing damage counters. As bad. Actually, no, it'd be fine because we can get like anti-cover fossil and then just leave it in the active and they can't knock it out. Or not really. I don't know exactly what they play, but they're gonna have a really big issue knocking it out because they can't knock it out with their main attacker there. But anyways, they got two Dunsparce in play as well as a Charmander and a Pidgey. Definitely not what I was expecting. That it should be fine. Also, what are they doing? Nothing. They're not doing anything. They played one card. What is it? Oh no, they played two cards plus I guess Dunsparce and setting up. You could say they played Charmander and Pidgey as well. Um, are they even there? Did they like leave to like make a sandwich or something? What is this? Okay, they passed. Oh, they timed out. Okay, well, this is staying in the video. Definitely got not going to play that Iono there though. We got Arven for Okidogi. Let's go. It's dog time. Or wait, is it? It's dog time. There we go. We got the energies. We got the Okidogi. We got the energy in hand. We got all the fun stuff going on here. I don't even know if Okidogi is like good here, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. We're just going having like a silly little time here. I'll Okidogi for um or Nest Ball for Okidogi. And then I will attach. That's what I was thinking about. I will attach Luminous or Legacy. I don't know which one's better here. Theoretically, we might put multiple special energies on Fez. We're realistically not going to be putting multiple special energies on another Pokemon, so I'll attach Legacy here. Obviously, Legacy also just has like upside of being. They expect last game. I didn't lose this game. I mean, we won the game, but it could have lost us the game if we had that instead of the Oh wait, it gets us two energies. What am I saying? I'm gonna grab the two. No, I'm gonna grab the fighting in the darkness. Um, last time we got genesected. So this is fine here. We got Okidogi. We got the energy. Kind of. We don't have the energy to attack, but we have the energy to get powered up, do more damage, take the same amount, but like have more HP there. We see a Charmeleon. Okay, they are back. Maybe. Did I speak too soon? But they got Charmeleon, which isn't Charizard, so that's good. They have Charmeleon there. It does stop effects of attacks, but that should be fine. I don't think we really have any of those. I guess technically, Carracosta does, but it's definitely knocking it out, so it doesn't matter. They have a fire for Dunsparce, so that's fine, honestly, because they're probably gonna grab like Charizard EX or whatever. But they can't play it because we're gonna Iono them, and then. Oh, I don't want to attack with Okidogi here because I'm gonna have to retreat. I'm gonna have to retreat off the Legacy Energy. I think I messed up here. Anyways, they got the Dunsparce. Um, I don't know what I want to do here. I'll attach the Luminous to Okidogi and I'll just Iono. This feels bad now. I made a mistake and I'm sad because if I attached the Luminous, I could still have the Legacy for later, and then I could have still swung with the Okidogi with the Legacy too. Anyways, it's fine, I guess. I'll just swing. I could swing with Okidogi. I don't want to do that, though. I want to keep the Legacy on the Fez. Now they really don't want to go for the Fez as well, but I'm going to probably make him go through it. I don't know. It's not doing very much damage, right? But also we do have Tirtouga here. Carracosta also really bad. I mentioned it before, but yeah, it's like terrible, this matchup. Well, I assume this is regular Charizard, so it's pretty bad. Oh, with Dusknoir. Okay. Yeah, that's probably going to knock out the Fez. Yeah, that's not so good because it says if the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, they take one less prize card. But Dusknoir, if you didn't know, doesn't do damage. So what it does, it places damage counters. Also, it's an ability, right? So Fez will not stop it, which is very sad. But Fez won't stop it. The Legacy Energy also won't stop it. They're going through. They do give a prize. It's not like the end of the world, but yeah, I might retreat the Fez here now, cut my losses, and just be sad. But yeah, they're going to Arven. They're getting Buddy PAF and TM Turbo Energize. Definitely interesting that they're getting TM Turbo Energize. I guess they're getting what Pidgeotto, Dunsparce, probably. Maybe they're just thinning it as well. That could be very true. They're gonna Buddy Poffin for something. They're only getting one. They're getting like kind of mediocre value off of it, which again I like. Oh, another Pidgey. What? That was not what I was expecting. And then they are gonna TM Turbo Energize here. We are gonna Iono them again as well. But I don't know. I feel like they definitely would have gone for like a Charmander there. Normally, are they gonna get double Pidgeotto? That is my question. No, okay. So they got into Dunsparce in place. They have like decent draw setup. We do have Tirtouga. We got another fossil, which I will play. Yeah, it's not like really vulnerable to Dusclops. It should be fine there. And I will Iono. My hand's like not very good. We have the Tirtouga for later, but that's all we have, and that's the only reason we'd save it. Then we got not much. Okay, that's fine. I'll retreat here. Retreat off the Legacy, which feels like super bad, but whatever. I'll go take the knockout here for 340 damage, a bunch of damage there. And then I don't know, this position's like kind of awkward. We're also taking the knockout. Now Lillie's isn't as good. We got TM Turbo Energize, so that's like kind of fun. I don't even know if we're going to use it though, but we do have it, and that can split up the energy, so we can put water here, water here. I don't even remember if they're both in the deck, but they do have a Pidgeot here. They have the Dunsparce. They have just access to as much as they need, as many resources as they need. Realistically, they do have the Charizard as well. Yeah, that's the one card that they really needed, which, I mean, they have Pidgeot, so they have access to it. They're going to Charizard to Thin, up 2 on Zardim, and 1 on Pidgeot there. Also, they could attack with Pidgeot, and then they hit them for resistance. That's like kind of bad. I don't expect them to go for that. Also, Zard doesn't have the one shot here. They're only swinging for 210. There's a chance they'll be able to get the knockout with like Defiance Band, certainly with Dusclops as well, which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind them popping Dusclops, but I actually did forget about Defiance Band until just now. But they're going to Pidgeot here for something. They are going to grab. I'm thinking Arven is what they're going to grab, but maybe not. Oh, Jack. Okay. That's fine. They're going to grab the Dunsparce Dust Storm. Okay. That's all right. Oh wait, no, they can Dust Snore the Fez and then they can knock out with Charizard. Yeah. Whoops. Okay. I may have forgotten that. But you know, it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna like go. What, they knocked out Tirtouga? Okay. That is fine, I guess. And then we get a prize. So this is all right. Obviously, we get a prize. They do more damage. They knock us out, right? That's what they're going for here. It is what it is. And they also get a prize. So it's like they trade, but then they get an extra prize because they get the knockout with Zard. Also gonna Buddy Buddy Poffin for double Dunsparce, or maybe, oh, they're gonna get Charm Raider. Yeah, I forgot because they didn't get one of those earlier. They got another Pidgey for some reason, but they're going to retreat into Zard here and swing for knockout. Unfortunately, we have Fez. Fez is like kind of bad, right? This is swinging for very little. It's a little tanky, but it's not amazingly tanky. They got 4 items. We're swinging for 120. That's like pretty meh. We don't even have Iono here. Either of the hands massive. They got Pidgeot. I'll send up Fez. I'll Team Turbo Energize. I'll get a Tirtouga. This one's looking pretty bad. We got a Luminous. That is good. A Luminous active. Ultra Ball. Get rid of Cinderace. Do I want Munkidori? Munkidori is pretty mediocre, to be honest. I feel like I don't need it this game. So yeah, I'll just grab the Tirtouga here. Setting that up. Tirtouga is just like decently strong. I do like it. It's just a very solid single prizer. It is a fossil evolution, which makes it awkward, but I do like it. We hit the water. We hit another fossil. I'll just swing. Do I swing for 30? Or do I accelerate? Accelerating feels super weak here. I'll just go swing for 30. I mean, that's also super weak, right? But, you know, we do damage in terms of 30s. Their HP is also in terms of 30. So, like, we could get value out of it, maybe. I don't know. I don't think any of that plays there were amazing. I probably should have accelerated, but whatever. I don't think it matters too much. We'll see. The only way it'll matter, because I think this matchup's just, like, in a really bad spot, or this game, because we're not doing very much damage. The only way we win is if um, they just go. Well, they could like flip a bunch of tails into Fezandipiti. That is possible, I guess. I mean, theoretically, they could also Dunsparce, or sorry, not Dunsparce, Dusknoir us as well, and then they still get the knockout, and they don't need to worry about that. Looks like they're going for that. They're gonna Night Stretcher here, so it's fine. You know, I mean, it's not great, but they are playing more energies, which is what it is. Sorry, more items, which is what it is. As in a good way, it is what it is. We see Pidgeot. They're gonna boss the Tirtouga. And knock it out with Zard, which is bad. Obviously, that's bad for us. We want them to swing into Fez. And yeah, let's see. We got another Iono. I think I go for Iono. It reduces their options. Maybe fighting active, just swing. If we're lucky, we'll get like counter catcher. That's why I was thinking I could go for Lilies as well. We'd have greater odds to hit counter catcher. To miss completely. This hand is horrendous, right? We have 2 cards we cannot play. But whatever. It's not like truly horrendous, but we do have 2 cards we can't play. We didn't get the counter catcher. We get an out for counter catcher next turn though. Realistically, if they have Dusknoir here, I mean we lose. We actually lose. I could have played Munkidori, so we didn't lose on the spot, but we'd still be in like a horrendous position if that happened. They're going to Pidgeot here. Let's see. Yeah, they got like 5 items in the discard. They need to double that for us to one-shot the Charizard, and we'd still probably lose. Or no, we'd still definitely lose because Tirtouga gets one-shot by Pidgeot. So yeah, we don't have, unfortunately, didn't have any way to really win this one. I presumably made some mistakes along the way. The deck's like kind of complicated, but they do have game here with Dusknoir plus just attacking, right? We'll send up our fun little fossil guy and lose. Yeah. We're like kind of close. We're not that far behind in prizes, but at the end of the game we'll be 2. Bro, what is this? Okay, well I'm gonna no, sure, I'll let them do their thing, I guess. But yeah, okay, what? Okay, I'm gonna scoop. I'm gonna scoop. That's surely it's fair to scoop now, right? They literally just press one button and they win. Regardless, the deck's pretty fun. It's definitely kind of weird. Comment down below if you have any fun ideas for it, to make it better, to make it more interesting, to make it saucier, I guess. I don't know. It's got some pretty fun stuff already, but I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good stuff. Obviously, you've surpassed 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot. But tell me if there are any things you want from me from the channel. But I hope you enjoyed, and as Osmic said, see you in the next video.